Kamala Harris has just released her first campaign ad, and it is bad. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video, and today we have to talk about the 2024 presidential election because Kamala Harris has released her first campaign ad, and it is bad. Like, I've seen some pretty bad campaign ads before, especially from the Biden campaign, but for whatever reason, Team Kamala Harris thought, you know what? We could do even worse. And they've released this absolute stinker of an ad. Now, to be fair to them, I've only watched like 20 seconds of it. So maybe it could be better than, I think it is. But let's just get into it. Now, I cannot play the audio, sadly, because for whatever reason, they thought, oh yeah, we're going to use some shitty music in the background that's sadly copyrighted. So I cannot actually listen to the audio with you guys, though. If you want to listen to it, just go watch the ad. It's on her YouTube channel. So if you really want to suffer along with me, go watch it later, I guess. But for now, I'm just going to commentate over what's being said. You can see the transcript in the bottom of the video. So let's get into it. All right, right off the bat, American flags, okay. And I'll give them credit for one thing. Right off the bat, I could tell there's a good aesthetic here. It's kind of like that, that 50s feeling, it has that aesthetic from the 50s. I like it. I think it's pretty good. Like, this is good imagery. I'll give them credit. This is good. But outside of this, it's not good. It gets much worse from here on out. But this is kind of the only halfway decent part. What kind of country do we want to be? Yeah, we want to decide our fate, of course. Like, I don't get why candidates keep saying this. Like, oh, we have to decide the course of the country. Yeah, that's the whole point of electing the future president. I don't get why campaigns use it. I always think it's cringy, but every campaign does it. And right off the bat, they show the Milwaukee campaign rally. Oh, boy. And like I said in the other video, notice anything about the crowd? It's like 99% white. And the average age of the person in the crowd is like 70. But yeah, right off the bat, you could tell where this is probably going. And now they begin the Trump attack. There are some people who think we should be a country of chaos. Like, this attack line doesn't work. It really doesn't. The Biden campaign tried for God knows how long to try to tie Trump to, being the agent of chaos. It might have worked back in 2020, but now, I don't think so. It really doesn't. And they attack Vance there, of course. We choose something different. All right, this is the part of the video that will explain what the Harris campaign is going to focus on. All right, let's see what they got to say. Kamala, Kamala, Kamala. That's all they're chanting. We choose freedom, and this is where the copyrighted music begins. This is why I can't technically listen to the audio with you guys. Freedom, 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 whatever. It just keeps going. It's just nothing but freedom. They keep spamming it. And here we go. Notice something? Notice something? This is the part of the video that I saw on Twitter. And you can tell this is going to be the focus of the Harris campaign. Yep. Freedom. When they talk about freedom, this is what they mean. All the pride crap. I have a serious question for this campaign. Who are you appealing to with this? Like, I'm being dead serious. This image, if you plaster it everywhere, who does it appeal to? It at best appeals to partisan Democrats. It appeals to white suburban women. But not even like old white suburban women, just like the resist liberal types. This doesn't appeal to the average voter in Wisconsin. Seriously, people want to talk about the economy, immigration, crime. And this is what the Harris campaign starts with. Freedom. Okay, freedom's good. Oh, this is what you mean by freedom. Okay, this is your focus of this campaign. not to just get by, but to get ahead. Okay, so they're talking about the economy, right? Gun violence. Did they just completely skip over the issue of the economy? They talk about it for... They don't even mention it. They just say, yeah, the freedom not to just get by, but to get ahead. Okay? Well, what does that mean? You're talking about getting good jobs? You're talking about reducing inflation? What? They just skip over that for gun violence. What? This is the first ad you come out with? You're not focusing on the economy, not immigration, not law and order? It's pride stuff, like gun violence? Really? Abortion, of course. These are just resist liberal talking points. These are not what the average voter in, say, Michigan cares about. I mean, it's 2024. The issue of abortion is like number 6 or whatever. No one cares about it now. This is just bad. Okay, finally talk about something that's halfway relevant. No child should live in poverty. Okay. The problem is, how are you going to fix that? You can't just say, yeah, we need a future where there's no child that lives in poverty. Okay, how? Because most of your policies, they're hurting the average American. So I don't get what they're thinking by saying, oh yeah, no child should live in poverty. How? How do you solve that? You can't just say that and not explain even further. Healthcare, of course. The generic Democrat talking point. We need to reduce healthcare costs. Yeah, actually your policies will make it worse, but whatever. Did they just... Are you kidding me right now? Did they just use the mugshot? This is their first campaign ad. And they used the second most famous image of Trump ever. The image that you could argue gave him momentum in late 2023. I mean, what is this campaign doing? No one's above the law. Yeah, that's right. No one is above the law. But how can you say no one's above the law and then show a mugshot of Trump? How is he above the law? If he's above the law, they would have never done the mugshot. This is just out of touch. I mean, seriously? Oh, the Trump indictment stuff, the conviction, Orange Man is bad. My goodness. This is bad. Fight for America. Yeah, we want to fight for America, but not in the way people care about. We got to fight for freedom, and not even like actual freedom, just pride stuff and abortion. And that's basically it. It just, go to KamalaHarris.com. That's what it says for the rest of the video. I have a serious question for the Democrat Party. Who the hell approved of this? This didn't talk about a single issue that people give a shit about. It didn't talk about inflation, didn't talk about law and order, immigration. Hell, not even the economy. They mentioned, a freedom to get by, or whatever. Yeah, freedom not to just get by, but to get ahead. What does that even mean? You're talking about jobs? Then say it. Don't just say freedom. Like, I don't get what the Democrat Party was thinking here. Because this just screams being out of touch. There's nothing here that people care about. It's like, this is an ad you would see during the Democrat primary, not for the general election. You would see this in like July of the prior year, right off the bat, not, oh yeah, July of 2024. This is not a good ad, and I'm wondering, are Democrats trying to lose this election? Yeah, this might appeal to, the average Democrat, the partisan Democrat, the white resist liberal, but outside of that, how can you say this appeals to the white working class voter in Wisconsin that voted for Biden back in 2020, but maybe back in 2016 voted for Trump? How can you tell me that this appeals to those voters? It doesn't. It's clear this just appeals and panders to liberals. and partisan Democrats that don't care about the economy, don't care about immigration. They care about freedom. Freedom to have an abortion. Freedom for the pride stuff. It's like, just out of touch. I really don't get what the Harris campaign is doing here. I can understand, this during the primary, last year, if she was running in the Democrat primary, that would make more sense. But you're trying to appeal to Democrats now? Are you trying to lose? Because what are you accomplishing with this? Yes, it makes all the Democrats happy, but this actually just helps Trump when you think about it, because his campaign's running on the fact that she's a far-left extremist, she's out of touch. Hell, their first ad was about how Kamala Harris helped cover up Biden's decline. And I cannot listen to the audio, but look at this. Cover up of Biden's mental decline. They attacked Kamala Harris right off the bat. This is an actual ad. This is a good one, not, pander the Democrats and call it a day. This is a good ad, all right? Right off the bat, they say, yeah, Kamala Harris helped cover it up. And a bunch of clips of her saying, yeah, Kamala Harris, or Joe Biden's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with him. He's mentally fit. It's like 10 videos of her saying this. And then they show Biden falling up the stairs, one of the most infamous clips of the presidency. And again, him falling again. And she says, nothing's wrong here. I have no doubt that he's fine. It just keeps going. This is a good attack ad because it goes after Harris for covering up Biden's health. Makes her seem just like a liar. She's out of touch. She's untrustworthy. She covered up what could very well be one of the biggest political scandals in American history. I mean, it really is. I don't see how it's not. Because you covered up the mental decline of the president. It's not like with FDR where, yes, he was in a wheelchair and they covered that up, but he was mentally fit. Biden's not. He is completely out of it. He has no clue where he is. And the Republican Party, they realized that they attacked Kamala Harris for this because guess what? She covered it up. And they brilliantly move on to why this is a problem. Like, why is it a big deal if they covered it up? Well, they use the fact that she was made the border czar. And since Joe couldn't be the president because he doesn't know where he is, who else would run the country? You would have to assume Kamala Harris was doing a lot of it. This is a perfect attack ad. It goes right after Kamala Harris for the border crisis, for the fact that she covered up Biden's health, inflation, all of it. This isn't the Harris ad where, oh yeah, we have to talk about pride, the freedom to get an abortion. No, the Trump campaign's talking about not DEI stuff. No, she's the VP. She covered up his decline, and she was the border czar. In fact, you could blame her for the inflation, for the out-of-control crime. This is a good attack ad. This is going to be one that stings. Just look at the Republican ad versus the Democrat one. There's a clear contrast. One actually talks about issues that matter. The other one is just a liberal circle jerk. That's what it is. That's all they're doing here. They're just saying, oh my goodness, the freedom for pride, freedom for abortions, all of that, and not immigration, the economy. I don't know what the Harris campaign was thinking with this, but I don't see how this helps her at all. Maybe it boosts enthusiasm with Democrats, maybe, but that's not going to win her the election. She needs to appeal to independents, and if this is her ads, I don't see how she can, especially with Trump going full-blown attack mode against Harris now. Like, Trump is just saying some stuff like, yeah, she was the border czar, she's really in control of everything, she's incompetent, she doesn't know where she is, she's just stupid. I don't know what the Harris campaign's going to do, I don't know what they're trying to do here, but right now, I don't think it's working. I don't think this campaign ad is going to appeal to anyone. But we just got to see what happens. Maybe it somehow does. I don't think it will. But anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Godspeed to all of you.